Hello students. Last class I gave formula for preparation of phenol, and I told you to write and keep, and we'll require that during our class. But then I thought it would be little bit difficult, to refer here and there, and that's why I wrote it here. So it will help you here only, right? Okay. So now we'll see. Now question is, prepare phenol from, say, chlorobenzene. Chlorobenzene. Or, this process is known as the Dow's process. So it can be like prepare phenol by Dow's process. If it comes from Dow's process, so why this formula is important? If it is Dow's process, you should know main, add, arrow. Means what we add, what is main material. So from here you can understand main material is chlorobenzene. Add, see, add you can put NaOH. What I have done is I have given an arrow. Two possibilities, means you can write in two ways. I'll write both the ways. We'll add also, and we'll try to show on arrow also we can do. Okay. So we'll do very first thing is by normal, by adding NaOH we'll do. Okay. Suppose if we have chlorobenzene here, that is actually given. So plus this reagent sodium hydroxide which is there on arrow, actually the meaning of that is we can add. It's not a catalyst or something. Okay. So NaOH here, and 623 Kelvin and 150 atm. See, two-step process. Two arrows are given, means two-step process. So one step is this. Next step means phenol actually you are going to get here. So what you will write this place? This is nothing but the byproduct, the intermediate which we are going to get in first step, same we are going to use. Okay, so now we'll see. Important is now how to get this one. How we'll understand? Okay, we'll try now. See, here only one NaOH is given, but actually two molecules are there. Two. So I'll write that two, say this two. Now what happens? Now here, if you'll see this, say water molecule is given out. I'll show you that water molecule. Yes, water molecule comes out, and what? And this NaCl means after removal of NaCl and water, now what is remaining? Remaining is this ONA. Don't write NaO. Most of the students, they do mistake here. I have seen that they write, they write it this way. They write benzene and directly they attach. Wrong. Valency of sodium is 1. So you should write it like this, plus minus, that is ionic bond. Sodium forms ionic bond. And the name of this compound is sodium phenoxide. Okay. Generally every class we do something कुछ अलग करते ही हम लोग. सिर्फ नॉर्मल क्लास नहीं चलता हम लोग का. राइट. लास्ट टाइम मासी से मिलवाया था अल्कोहल में. आज चलो फिर माँ के पैर देखते हैं. माँ यहाँ पे हैं, आशीर्वाद देने के लिए आई हैं. देखना है, देखते हैं माँ के पैर. एवरी टाइम सी आशीर्वाद है माँ का, उनके पैर यहाँ चल के आए. ओके, सो नाउ विल गो फॉर एक्चुअल दिस sodium phenoxide. Sodium phenoxide is this, plus minus. Okay, what is this H3O plus meaning? The meaning of that is actually we can say dilute HCl. So that I'll write HCl here. Dilute I can put here. One and the same thing. Dilute HCl produces like that contains H3O plus ion. If you'll see here, just compare left and right, what you will get is this. So this preparation of phenol from chlorobenzene, this way we can write. See, if you write like this is okay, no problem. And the way I have given here in this, you can do that way also. So let's see that. Means actual this try to write here. See, if we have chlorobenzene, directly you write NaOH. You write here 623 Kelvin and 150 atm. Next arrow we have acid hydrolysis. Actually this you will be able to write only when you have understood actual reaction which I did just before this. Here, because you have to understand and you have to write directly, you know. Means what? Like if NaCl comes out, see, directly you cannot write phenol here. You have to keep in mind that sodium phenoxide forms here in this. And byproduct is NaCl and water. Now this sodium phenoxide, then further it gives phenol. If you write like this, see what I did. Actual whatever main add arrow is there, same I wrote. Only this place, you know. Suppose if this is A and this is B. Okay. So A is your, say, intermediate and B is your final product. So final product everyone knows, you know, that is phenol. So before phenol what forms? Sodium phenoxide. Okay, so first preparation is done. Now we'll go for, suppose if this time question is prepare, it can be obtain or even convert benzene sulfonic acid into carbolic acid. Question can be in any way, you know. So here like I'm writing prepare carbolic acid. The other name of phenol is carbolic acid. So prepare carbolic acid from benzene sulfonic acid. Okay. Suppose if this question is there, what is important here? We should know, like benzene sulfonic acid is reacted with what? So from this formula, it is very much clear that first we have to react with sodium hydroxide. Then next step again we have to react with sodium hydroxide and at this 573 Kelvin. And then finally acid hydrolysis. So that actually this helps to understand like how many steps are there, with what we have to react first. So see this, like benzene sulfonic acid, the formula is this. First you have to react with sodium hydroxide. See, from this, with the help of actually this formula, I can write 3 steps are there. Here again I have to react with sodium hydroxide. Acid hydrolysis, we can write dilute HCl. Okay, now we'll see. This is benzene sulfonic acid. Sodium hydroxide base. When acid reacts with base, this is neutralization reaction. And in this reaction, what forms? Salt and water. So salt is this and water. How we got this? This is sodium benzene sulfonate. So I'll write that sodium benzene sulfonate. See this, sodium benzene sulfonate is this. And here it is 573 Kelvin. Again, like you know, Dow's process. In Dow's process, what was there? Here was chlorine. Now, to the place of chlorine, we have SO3Na. Rest all one and the same thing, you know, same thing is like a water molecule is given out. And this, you know, sodium Na2SO3 forms here. And what you will attach? Same like your Dow's process, you'll write it here ONA, which is sodium phenoxide, and plus what? Plus Na2SO3 and plus water. Third step is same. Same here. This ONA plus minus, you will get your carbolic acid plus NaCl. Three steps are there. Actually, step means what? Means I want to tell you here, first you have to react with sodium hydroxide to get this sodium benzene sulfonate, which is when fused with sodium hydroxide at 573 Kelvin, it gives sodium phenoxide, and further on acid hydrolysis, it gives phenol or carbolic acid, you can say. So this is your second method of preparation, but you can write it this way, or if you are able to write directly you can write directly, in the sense I'll show you what is that. If you write this way is okay, or just see in that formula, and here the three steps are given. Here we have sodium hydroxide, here also sodium hydroxide, here is H3O plus, this is 573 Kelvin. Directly, in the sense I was saying, whatever is given in main add arrow, everything I wrote. Now what? Now you have to understand that water molecule is given out. So this sodium benzene sulfonate is formed. And then if you see, whatever has happened in this Dow's process, same here. Now, means sodium phenoxide, and then here phenol. See how we got this? That all I explained just now. Okay. So two methods of preparation. We are done with two methods of preparation. Now we'll go for the third one, from cumene. And that cumene is also known as isopropyl benzene. Say I'll keep this carbolic acid, and I'll write from cumene. Whenever this, see, what is the use of this formula? Now from cumene, you should know cumene. What is the structure? If you are okay with the formula, it is given here cumene. The structure of cumene is isopropyl benzene. Okay. So isopropyl benzene is this. This is heated with oxygen in presence of cobalt naphthenate at 423 Kelvin. Now what forms? Cumene hydroperoxide. Okay, so we'll see how it forms. This oxygen gets added here. You will get this structure CS3C and CS3 here, this benzene and OOH, cumene hydroperoxide. What is further done? See, actually directly you can write acid hydrolysis here, no need to go for next arrow something. After this acid hydrolysis, you will get your phenol. And rest what? Phenol is this, benzene and OH. So remaining is what? Remaining is this, acetone. See, from this we got the idea. Cumene, isopropyl benzene, is heated with oxygen in presence of cobalt naphthenate. What it gives? Cumene hydroperoxide, which on further acid hydrolysis gives phenol, and this byproduct is important, acetone. Okay, so almost 3 method of preparations are done. Now the last method of preparation, that is from aniline. So now if the question is prepare phenol from aniline, okay, so how to start this? Aniline is this. As you see here, what I have given is HNO2 plus HCl, but this HNO2 is obtained from NaNO2 and HCl, and this temperature you have to write 0 to 5 degree. Actually the proportion here is NaNO2 1 is to 2. So 1 is to 1, it reacts to produce HNO2, and the extra which HCl is there, that is here. Okay, now we'll see how we get this benzene diazonium chloride. See, oxygen is there, this oxygen, hydrogen, 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 these all they form 2H2O. See, 2 oxygen is there, so 2H2O. After the formation of water, what remains? You just check. You'll get this benzene. Now this nitrogen is there, this nitrogen here, and this Cl. Okay. That is benzene diazonium chloride. This product here, benzene diazonium chloride. Okay. Now further again, for acid hydrolysis, directly you can write acid hydrolysis here, and the main, product which you want is this phenol. See, rest part is HCl forms here. See, byproduct is HCl, water. No need to write that all. Here, see, in last two what I did, till here we were writing 2, 3, all that we added. For last two here, what I did, directly say this is your A and this is your B. Here consider A and this is B. So B, obviously we know that is our phenol. Phenol is there, just you write phenol. No need to write byproduct. Here, actually why I wrote acetone, because in some of the questions, MCQ, I have seen that what byproduct forms in this preparation from cumene. So I just gave that, you should keep in mind. That is important to know. So here we get phenol, and before that, this you have to remember. Here we get cumene hydroperoxide. And how we get that? When oxygen gets added here to that carbon, which is a tertiary carbon. Okay, and what forms here is benzene diazonium chloride. If we'll go through this, what I did, in this two, directly after this cumene hydroperoxide, benzene diazonium chloride, directly I did this arrow part here. I wrote, this H3O plus and directly phenol. So now here the preparation of phenol is, we are completed with this. Next class, we'll see preparation of ether. Thank you.